If you're building a PC with the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, choosing the right power supply is crucial. I've picked out the top 3 PSUs that offer excellent performance at different price points. I'll start with a budget-friendly unit, then a premium powerhouse, and lastly, my top pick that balances power and value perfectly. Stick around to find the PSU that's right for your build. And if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and share your thoughts in the comments below. All the details and prices are in the description. Let's dive in. Number 3. Cooler Master MWE Gold 850V2. Best budget PSU for Ryzen 7 7800X3D. If you're looking for a great PSU to run your next high-end build that doesn't cost a fortune, then you should consider the Cooler Master MWE Gold 850V2. The design of the MWE Gold is simple, and it doesn't draw any attention towards itself. On the bottom, there's a single 120mm fan that's quiet and removes heat efficiently. Cooler Master didn't implement any 0 RPM setting on the PSU, which has a great benefit and a slight trade-off. Since the fan is always spinning, the PSU remains cool at all times and the internal components last much longer. On the downside, the PSU becomes audible at high loads, and there's always the issue of dust settling inside, which wouldn't be a problem if the fan wasn't spinning. Power-wise, the MWE Gold is fantastic and can easily run a high-end PC with a Ryzen 7 7800X3D and an RTX 4090. It's one of the best power supplies that can handle high-wattage GPUs like the RTX 4090 without costing too much. It doesn't have a PCIe 5.0 12V high-power cable, so you'll need to get an adapter separately if your GPU doesn't use the standard 6 or 8-pin power connectors. In terms of competition, it's the only PSU under $100 that I can recommend because it provides 850 watts of power and is a reliable unit. Most PSUs under $100 top out at 750 watts, and the ones that are offering 850 watts of power are not reliable. All in all, the Cooler Master MWE Gold 850V2 is a great PSU and the only reliable option under $100 for anyone looking to power a top-of-the-line PC with the Ryzen 7 7800X3D and a top-end GPU like the RTX 4090 or RX 7900 XTX. While other more expensive alternatives offer a slight step up in terms of features, the MWE Gold focuses on offering the best power delivery at the lowest possible price. Number 2. Asus ROG Thor 2 Titanium 1600W. Best premium PSU for Ryzen 7 7800X3D. If you need the absolute best power supply to power your PC for the next decade, then it doesn't get better than the Asus ROG Thor 2 Titanium 1600W. I usually don't wonder how good a PSU should look, but this one definitely stands out from the rest, considering its aggressive gamer aesthetics with full ARGB lighting. The most prominent feature of the ROG Thor and other ROG PSUs is the OLED display. It monitors power draw in real time and shows how much power is being drawn from the wall without the need of a power meter. This is great, although I do wish this monitor showed more information or allowed switching between the type of information being displayed. On the top of the PSU, there's the large 135mm fan, which is covered by a stylish aluminum grille, which helps accentuate the overall premium look and feel of this unit. Now, for the most important aspect of any PSU, the power delivery. The Asus ROG Thor 2 Titanium 1600W is hands down the single best PSU, period. It's an 80+ titanium rated unit that's also one of the few PSUs to receive a titanium badge by Cybernetics, which is rare given how rigorous their testing methodology is. The ROG Thor is always more than 90% efficient between 150 and 1500 watts, and it's the most efficient between 250 and 600 watts of usage, where the efficiency is above 94%. It can deliver a full 1600 watts of power to all the components, which means that it can fully run 3 RTX 4090 GPUs, with the rest of the system still having almost 250 watts left. It's also ready for the next generation NVIDIA and AMD GPUs as well. If rumors are to be true, the RTX 5090 is set to consume around 600 watts of power, which will completely saturate the 12-volt high-power connector. Even then, 2 RTX 5090s will have no issues working with this PSU. What's incredible is that even with that much load, transient spikes are a non-issue, and Asus is so confident that they even offer a full 10-year warranty. Even with a near full load on the PSU, the overall efficiency still remains the most impressive aspect of the ROG Thor compared to any other PSUs out there, and, because of that, the fan has to barely work. The average noise recorded is just 14 decibels, which is so low that you can't even hear it with your ears next to the PSU. The fan doesn't spin at all when the PSU is drawing up to 1000 watts of power, and even after that, you can barely feel it spin at 1300 watts. The ROG Thor is only slightly audible when completely using 1600 watts of power, and thus Cybernetics has given it a near-perfect score for both efficiency and noise. With so much praise coming one's way, it's perfectly acceptable to be skeptical, but I can't fault this PSU much because it truly is a perfect product. It'll last a very long time, and I'm sure you'll change multiple PCs before you need to switch this PSU. That being said, the single biggest drawback is the price. In conclusion, the Asus ROG Thor 2 Titanium 1600 watt is the endgame PSU. It has everything that a powerful high-end PC with the Ryzen 7 7800X3D needs, and would last very long for any type of a PC, no matter how powerful. Number 1. Corsair RM1000E 2023. Our top choice. If you need a no-frills modern PSU for your next Ryzen 7 7800X3D PC build with great features, then the Corsair RM1000E should fit the bill. The design is clean, simple, and professional, with a hint of creativity sparkled on. The sharp edges on the side of the PSU have been flattened out, and the 120mm fan grille has triangular vents. Both of these give the PSU its unique design identity. The general performance of the RM1000E is top-notch, and it can handle just about any type of load. It's fully ATX 3.1 and PCIe 5.1 certified and ready, which is a great thing since it means that it was designed specifically for GPUs like the RTX 4090. A lot of ATX 3.0 PSUs aren't fully certified. Instead, some vendors are simply including a test 12-volt high-power cable with no transient electric surge protection. Cybernetics has certified the RM1000E with a platinum rating for power and A- for noise, and for good reason. The power delivery is incredible, and the PSU remains above 90% efficient almost all the time. With such great efficiency, the unit remains silent, however, that doesn't mean the fan remains dead still all the time. When using this unit till 450 watts, the fans spin very slowly and occasionally stop. Typically, it isn't an issue to make a fuss about, but a 0 RPM mode should work all the time for a specified range at least, say even 200 watts. 0 RPM modes help the PSU stay clean without any dust being sucked in, and given how slow the fan spins, it would barely bring the temperature down. Still, this doesn't in any way reduce the worth of this unit. What I think is the most interesting aspect of the RM1000E isn't the PSU itself, but rather its extremely tough competition. There are just too many PSUs that compete with it, both great and terrible. After careful inspection, I'd say the closest competitor to the RM1000E is the Be Quiet Pure Power 12M 1000 watt. The prices for the 12M and Corsair RM1000E fluctuate, but the 12M is ever so slightly more expensive than the Corsair RM1000E. The competition is fierce, and the only reason why I'm giving the RM1000E the win is because it's dead silent while the Pure Power 12M is slightly audible at all times. In conclusion, whether you're building a $1,000 or a $3,000 PC, the Corsair RM1000E is quite hard to beat. It has enough room to power an RTX 4090 and even the rumored RTX 5090 while still having room to power 400 watts more. For around $150, it's one of the best deals for any PC component right now, and it's perfect for a PC with the Ryzen 7 7800X3D. Thanks for watching! I hope this guide helps you choose the perfect PSU for your Ryzen 7 7800X3D setup. If you're interested in more PC building suggestions and reviews, be sure to check out my other videos.